Hey, what's up, y'all? Let's talk about how I slept on the airport bench to make six figures. Look, it's going to be a series because if I have to go step by step by step, it's going to take a year to explain everything. So we're gonna break it off into a series. But check it out. At the time, I didn't have a car, and I only had two sources of transportation, which was my best friend and the metro at the time. And here in the DC area, Metro about 10, 11 years ago would close around 12, 1 o'clock, and the next train wouldn't open until 5. Just my luck, my shift started at 5, so I couldn't go catch a train at 5, and I would be late to work every day. So I either had to rely on my best friend, but he has his own life, he has his own job, he can't be chauffeuring me around everywhere. So I'm forever thankful for that because he saved me a lot of times. But when I couldn't rely on that, I had to take the last train at 12, and I would have to go to the airport around 12:45, 1 o'clock. And luckily, the airport's open 24/7, but I was working like a contract job. I wasn't working for like Delta, United, JetBlue. So we didn't even have like an official break room. Like we just had to thug it out wherever we could find some space. So look, I just found a bench, just curled up a little bit, and put my little alarm on my little. I don't even know what phone I had. I didn't even have an iPhone at that time, but I just put the alarm on my phone. I had a BlackBerry. Just put the alarm on my BlackBerry and went from there. But that job sucked because it was under minimum wage. I had to rely on tips, but relying on those tips taught me to get the gab and got me comfortable speaking to people from high level executives to people that might have been in a worse position than me. But that job, it humbled me. When I tell you this job humbled me, it humbled me. But I was able to interact with so many different people from ethnic backgrounds, different cultures, and it was a great opportunity. It was a lot of fun, but I wasn't getting any money really. And at the time, I had an apartment, and I was sharing with a roommate at that time, so I had to make the rent, so I had to do what I had to do. And we solely focus on tips. I seen some people fight for those wheelchairs. And when I say those wheelchairs, we had to escort people that might have had a disability or might have been in a cast or something at the time. We had to escort them from the plane to their transportation or to their transportation to the airplane. So, people would tip you for those services, and, some people would judge you like, oh, that person has money, and you think the person that has money, they might give you like $1 or $2, but the people that, we're rushing to not service and not get, they're giving $20, $50 tips, and I would have been good for the day. So, it definitely told me not to judge a book by its cover. Absolutely. I'm thankful for the opportunity because, sleeping on those benches and possibly missing the train and not having too much pride to ask my friend, like, yo, help me out, bro. Get me out the way, son. Like, can you please give me a ride? Like, it taught me to humble myself. And even though he always came through, didn't give me any lip about it, didn't make me feel bad about it. It just taught me, like, I just can't be that comfortable and just rely on people to take care of what I need to take care of. That's like my life. That's something I need to figure out. This person didn't tell me to take that job in Virginia. That was all on me. So I couldn't rely on anybody to just give me a ride or do this for me, do that for me. As accountability, I had to take accountability for myself and, figure it out. And, that job taught me hard work ethic. It humbled me, taught me humility. So I'm forever thankful for it. And, I used that job to leverage my next job, which was a security guard. But that security guard paid a lot more. The hours sucked too, but it paid a lot more. And I was able to get a car after that. And I was able to, do my thing with the rent and bring my half of the rent plus get a car. And I started, my trajectory in life. And now look at me. My wife and I, we live in a 4,000 square foot home. And it just shows you, no matter what you're going through at that time, it's not the end of the world. you have to suffer, you have to go through some things in order to have a better life or better your situation. So whatever you're going through, just remember it's temporary, but you have to just take that accountability and just want more for yourself. That's the moral of this whole video, the whole series, is accountability and leveling up and showing you that you're capable of so much more. Trust me. I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth. I don't come from privilege. I had to get it out the mud just like everybody else. And I'm thankful for everything I've been through, because I wouldn't be where I'm at if I didn't have to go through those trials and tribulations. Check it out. But next series, we're going to get into my security job. And it was a lot of fun. But like I said, all good things must come to an end. And we'll go from there. All right, y'all.